Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed 4. I'm Serious JG, and starting a new play session. I actually had a very long play session the other day, but I feel like I'm pretty close to the end of the game, and was getting into it, so I'm going to play some more. Do have to kind of apologize. That last play session, looking back, I realized that the escape from the prison, that got extended quite a bit by the fact that I was trying to visit the, quote, two old friends, and that kind of got broken. I should have visited one before I went into the prison, blah, blah, blah. If you saw the video, and I didn't end up editing a ton of stuff out, which I guess I could still end up doing, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, that turned into a bit of an unedifiable mess. And I recorded a little postscript after, because I went on, like, as soon as the PlayStation ended. It was really late, I really need to go to bed, but I recorded a little postscript, because I hopped on the Assassin's Creed Wiki to find out who the two friends were. But, I did that in case I didn't remember to talk about it in the following video, and I am remembering now because I'm playing the very next day. So basically, the guy, we saw like a corpse in a prison cage. That was the friend we were supposed to interact with, and in fact, when they say meet with old friend, it triggers Kenway to have dialogue. That's basically what it is. He says something about how, you know, and I actually read it in my little postscript that I'm not going to bother to do now, but I don't have the exact words in front of me. The guy whose corpse we found, Kenway recognized as that one pirate, the one who was like drunk all the time. You remember we had those missions we were doing where he betrayed us and we got stranded on the Isla Providencia with another pirate? And we ended up, that pirate like kind of decided he wanted to kill us. He blamed us for everything going wrong and was trying to kill us. And we ended up having to fight him, even though I kept saying, no, we really shouldn't be fighting. Well, the pirate who got drunk and betrayed us, we found in a prison cage outside, and we said something, and Kenway said something like, you know, well, you weren't much of a pirate, and you weren't much of a friend, but, you know, you certainly gave me a lot of laughs, and I never wanted to see you like this. Good luck in the next world, or something like that. And then the guy that we met inside the prison was kind of like delirious and blathering. It turns out that's the guy that we got stranded on Isla Providencia with. And I kept complaining, they're going to make us kill him, they're going to make us kill him, we shouldn't have to kill him. And then, you know, we did a fatal assassination move to end that duel with him, where he was shooting at us, so we had to climb up and stop him. And, went into, like, blue Animus background, your final chit-chat with someone as they die assassin mode that has been in all the games. But apparently we spared him, and I completely failed to pick up on that as I recorded it. We talked some trash at him and spared him and left, and apparently he still ended up getting captured. And that's why he was in the prison, and Kenway said he wished we'd parted as friends. By the way, the drunk dude that we found dead, apparently the whole storyline there was that he took the king's pardon and got out of piracy. And that's when our crew kind of rebelled and got us our ship back. But even though he took the king's pardon, apparently he went back to piracy shortly after that. I don't know how much time is supposed to have passed here, and that's why he got, you know, taken out. But both of those guys, I guess, were based on real pirates. Like a lot of the supporting characters, who are not the ones who are pirates who do not have any ties to the Templars or to the assassins, they're just pirates. A lot of them are based on actual historical figures. Loosely based, of course. Although, the lady pirate, whose name I've already forgotten, who died in childbirth in prison, that's a real thing, and it's sad. And that was what we were up to when I recorded the last video. So that's where we're going to pick up here in a moment. To suffer without dying. After escaping from almost a year of imprisonment, Edward breaks back into... Okay, so a year has passed. So I guess we were hanging in that prison cage for a year? I didn't pick up on the fact that a year had passed, so I guess it makes a little more sense now that maybe that guy who'd been our enemy retired from piracy, went back to piracy, and got captured in the interim. Yeah. So this is where we're going to pick it up. I think what we're going to do once we get back into the swing of things, though, I peeked a little bit, you know, because I was looking at a fact to find, and this is the other mission that went so horribly in the last play session. And I know it's late to go back to it now, and you probably just wish I'd get on with it, but just briefly, The mission we were trying to track down that one guy, the British guy who followed us. I guess he was the pirate who betrayed us. I thought he was like the British Templar. He is the pirate who betrayed us to the Templar. The guy that I thought we killed in a previous mission, where we were in like we were in Madagascar, killing two guys who were, I guess, friends of his. I've obviously totally lost track of who the characters are. But the one guy who was like talking and like bitching at Blackbeard and not agreeing with anything that was going on in Nassau and betrayed us all, and we had to hunt him down. And you remember I spent a whole video. I killed every single redcoat on that island, and was getting ready to start killing the deer just so there'd be nothing left alive that would show up red in assassin vision. And we finally just gave up, and I went to a fact to look and found out that's where he was supposed to be, and that the game had glitched. So I had to apologize for all that nonsense too. But while I had that fact open, I basically noticed that we are very close to the end of the main story. I think our 61% probably that's got to be not just the main story. That's got to be including, like, finding all the Abstergo fragments and that kind of junk. So we're actually quite close to the end of the story. We're not, like, right there. I think after this mission we've got one or two little things to do before we go into another memory sequence. And that memory sequence, I think, is crafted around us getting revenge on everyone who wronged us. Then we'll have, and I'm sorry that I kind of spoiled it, but we'll have some stuff, another present-day sequence, another pirate time sequence, but a big chunk of the sequences near the end of the game are just cinematics with no gameplay. No opportunities for you to lose. So as far as actual missions, where we have objectives and can win or lose, there's not a whole ton of them left. We're not, like, right at the end, but we're getting close. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish this current little memory sequence. Once we're back in possession of our ship and all, I want to get the last elite upgrade. And then, I think we'll start doing assassination missions and stuff. And I will mark those videos, so if you don't care about any of that and you just want to get back to the main missions, you will be able to tell. If you just see, oh, a new upload from Mysterious JG, it says Assassination Contracts Part 7. I don't know if it'll go that long, but you'll be like, okay, well, I won't bother to watch that. But the next time I see something that's like, Mysterious JG, Assassin's Creed Part 87, back in the saddle, ER, some name other than Assassin Missions Part something or other, you'll know we're back to the main story. But I don't know how long it's going to take us to get our boat back. And it's going to take us a lot longer if I don't shut up and get back to this game. Attack and capture 4. No, we've long since done that. I think actually I did quite a lot of the optional content before finishing the story. I mean, getting a lot of the stuff that's left to do, like the Templar hunt missions, I'm almost positive those are set up so that you could... Whoa! You could do them after the main story ends. And shoot. So we are going to have to do the last bit of this mission again. I shut off when we were at the screen that was basically congratulating us on victory. Doesn't look like that took. So we have to finish this again. I figured that was a saving point. But it looks now like it wasn't. I think if we can get out of the red zone... Nope, never mind. That was not correct. I thought if we could get out of the red zone, we'd be okay. Now that I know that's not true, I'm awfully tempted to just restart this whole business, but... Yeah. Well, he seems to be going in the wrong direction, so... I just figured if we actually... I know we're carrying an unconscious woman. That might be enough to attract guards' attention by itself. I wasn't clear on that. But if it's just a matter of getting her out of that, like, restricted area, I didn't even think we needed to take out any guards. We will find out in a moment. So there you go, folks. That's what they deserved, as far as I'm concerned. Interfered with me trying to pick up a dead body. I guess I could go over and... Nah, fuck it. I could go over and check on that friend again. Maybe it'll work this time. Don't feel like it. It's not... I spent a whole video messing with that, and I feel bad about it. But it was at the end of a very long play session. It was very late. I drank like a Diet Mountain Dew and stuff to stay up that late. Not because I felt obligated to, just because I was having a good time. And no, okay, carrying the body is not something they don't want to see me going around carrying an unconscious woman. Now, rather than like questioning me on what's going on, sir, does she need medical attention? It's like, no, they move to murder you immediately. It's kind of how the guards work in this game. I'm trying to jump down, but all right. Well, at least we know now. Because last time I think I didn't even try to mess around with the fact that, hey, there's no law that says I can't be here, so let me just try to walk around here and see what happens. I was just in guard killing mode, and it turns out that was probably the best way to approach it. I got plenty of darts, berserk, sleep, whatever you feel that you want to use. Actually don't know how many missions we're gonna have before you guys just lose interest, please. There's no point in using darts at all. It's not illegal for me to be here. They only get agitated with me when they see me carrying that body. Which means I can just have a fairly relaxed go of it here.
I've got to get away from here.
No big whoop. There. And that is how that, like that entire last video, that, I mean, it's possible I'll cut it down, but that's just not how I usually roll. I'll probably give you a video description. I'll reward the people who actually read video descriptions by warning you in the video description, you might want to be doing something else and listening to this in the background, rather than giving this your full attention, sort of a deal. But, no, that's how long that should have taken. That's how difficult it should have been. So there you go. Some of the dramatic punch of this has been lost, of course, but, it is a sad moment in the game, and, from the way that Kenway's face looked at the end of the last video, you know, I know there's not a lot of plot left, but I've been waiting for Kenway to actually start to kind of turn into a bit more of a hero, and a bit more of a player in the story of the war between the Assassins and the Templars. I have a feeling that might come. Right around now. Not a whole lot more chances for that to happen.
What's happened to Mary? What's wrong?
Is she gone?
Well, I kept dropping her, you see, and...
Oh, no. Oh, gosh! Oh!
This sucks! She owed me 20 bucks!
What will you do now? Nothing sensible.
Revenge. Listen to reason. Revenge.
You haven't earned this, but they suit you.
Oh, Girl Scouts uniform. And a bunch of merit badges.
Good fortune to you, Edward Kenway.
Right back at you, funny face. With the paints and stuff. I only wish I could have won all the Incan Stella Stones while that lady was still alive to check out my cool, Incan crap. So we're going to continue, because apparently that's what we should have done before. And I feel like if I'd saved it... Ooh. You're not looking too good, Kenway. And, is the game saving? I'm not controlling this. Interesting. But stupid. I think if I'd waited till this point, we wouldn't have had to redo that last little piece of mission, but...
Bring a bottle.
Kenway's at his own, like,
See some color first.
pirate. Isn't he in his own base?
Will this do? In all your years out here, you could never achieve what I've done in 1/5 the time. Because you're a good man, Edward, see? Goodness is your disease.
He's not that good.
That's my prize, Roberts. Now give it here!
Is Roberts even there, or is he just hallucinating?
Remember my creed, boy. A short life and a merry one, that is all. The world owes us nothing more than this.
Yeah, but
Take what you will, and then die before you live to
it
see
won't let me
yourself
turn
live.
around. I ordered a drink. I even paid for it.
That's right, boy. Take it.
I'll sweeten you, maggot. I'll cut you down!
Sweeten you? I don't know my pirate slang well enough. Yeah, I don't think he's really here. It's just, or if he, I mean, if he is here, he's just fucking with us, but seems like a needless risk for Roberts to take. Okay, it's not really here.
Calm, little puppy, and slink back to your kennel. You haven't the mettle for my brand of madness.
Well, you do seem to have a lot of macho madness. Oh, a bunch of dead pirates.
Welcome aboard, Kenway. It's prizes, plunder, and adventure ahead. Are you game?
Out of my way, Ben.
I just...
Glass to freedom, lads. Here's to gentlemen of fortune and women of leisure.
To a world full of rogues, better than all the kings and queens that kick us about.
Look, all I wanted was to be a privateer. It's totally different from a pirate. Where's my wife? I went all wrong when I confused privateering with piracy. You know, I've gotten pretty drunk before. I've never experienced anything like this.
We enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease, liberty and power. What man with a sensible mind would choose the former life? For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man!
Jawohl, mein Kommandant. And Adewale is dipping you in water. There's not a lot of people alive left to, Okay, no, you're not being dipped. You're still having a... What the hell did they put in that alcohol? We're still hallucinating. He was not... Maybe he was drinking absinthe. But even absinthe doesn't do anything like this to you unless you're mixing it with other stuff. Oh, not this. I'm so sick of shark attacks. I thought I was done once I got all the elite ship upgrades, and I decided I didn't care. Other than that, I didn't care about investigating shipwrecks.
Soaring high above a shepherd's field, that swooped down on powerful wings to seize a grazing lamb, carried oxen and nets.
Yeah, I don't like you either.
Flying close by, a jackdaw saw the deal, and it filled his head with the idea that he too was just as strong and capable. So, with a great flapping and rustling of feathers, the jackdaw came down swiftly and clutched
believe
at
this,
the
folks?
top of a large ram. But when he tried to fly away, he found he could not lift the animal, for his size and strength were not up to the task. Even as the jackdaw struggled, the ram hardly noticed it was there. Nearby, just across the field, the shepherd saw the fluttering bird and was quite amused. Running up, he captured the jackdaw and clipped its wings.
Well, that was a douchey
That
move.
evening, he gave the jackdaw to his children. Here. What an odd little bird this is, Father. They laughed and shouted. What do you call him? This is a jackdaw, the father said. But if you should ask him, he would claim to be an
Yeah, it's an
eagle.
assassin. It's a good fable. This finally explains why they call my ship the Jackdaw, but... Yeah, Assassin's Creed likes these kind of stylish, crazy sequences. I mean, you know, it's cool. I'm not complaining. But I am kind of left wondering what I'm meant to do. Kill Bartholomew Roberts. Well... Which one are you? Delirium. Edward drinks himself into a stupor, dreaming of acquiring his prize. Alright, so who's Bartholomew Roberts? I think he's the guy who's not the most interesting man in the world, but is still alive and is an evil, Yeah, this is the guy whose corpse we found. In the cage, and it wouldn't let us talk to him. That's the sage, who I guess was the Dread Pirate Roberts. Is this a different character from the sage? Somebody's gonna have to explain to me what's going on. Because even if you read the... I mean, I know I'm skipping right through it. It still doesn't actually really explain it. So who am I meant to be killing? I'm sorry, I stopped paying attention. It's Kenway, of course. Yeah, Mary. I liked Mary. Dinsmore's long since dead. Steve Bonnet's the character I miss. I wish Steve Bonnet would come back. Woods Rogers? It's Bartholomew somebody or other we're supposed to be killing, right? Bartholomew Roberts. Boy, I'm not doing too much better than I was in the last session as far as knowing who the hell people are. Okay, yeah, Bartholomew. I thought we killed him. I thought he was the guy who was standing here. Oh no, he's over there. Okay. So we're gonna have phantom Bartholomew Robertses, and killing them won't do anything. I gotcha. Or there'll just be a new one will appear. If they turn out that who we killed is actually an innocent assassin. Such a thing is to be believed. What happened to the feet? Running doesn't do anything.
No more than 2 years! You promised me!
I'm sorry.
When I needed you the most!
But you
Oh.
hurt me! What keeps you wondering? Do I not make you happy?
I'm so close, Caroline! Please! Just let me do
So
this!
close to what?
It's everything you do out of spite, Edward.
What? Hey,
Fight that's driving me, Mary! It's courage!
Courage for what, man?
Courage the
There's no
Cowardly
one left
Dog.
in your life to care.
God damn you all! I can handle this!
Lout. Always tearing down when you could be building things up, or building yourself up if nothing else.
well, don't lecture me. You're a freaking pirate.
Change your bloody course before it's too late.
You're heading for an island. Dude, you gotta like... You and Ottawale gotta like chillax together. He's the only one who's got any fucking idea what he's gonna do with himself here. Oh, now we're dead on the loading screen. This would have been a weird way to wind that up that long play session I had last night, let me tell you.
Captain Kenway! You look like a bowl of plum duff.
Yo, well, you look like... Never mind, I'm too hungover to be clever.
On your feet.
Don't tell me what to do, you're my first meet.
Put me on the spot, Daddy. After leaving me with Robert, I shall have hard feelings about seeing you here. But mostly I'm bloody glad.
Why would you ever...
Me too, brother. And you'll be chuffed to know your jackdaw is still in one piece.
At the Grand Line.
So we set sail. You're
What?
leaving.
Why did he leave him?
I have another calling elsewhere.
Ade, listen.
When your heart and your head are ready, visit the assassins. I think you'll understand then.
I'm off for my own DLC adventure. So we lost Adewale, huh? But we're at Kingston, a place that has assassin's contracts, which I said was the next thing I wanted to do. But there was one other thing I wanted to do even before that. And that is going to be to try to get the last elite ship upgrade. So we've got the bestest of our ship. I feel a little bad now. Adewale's gone. And he pretty much was the best friend that we had left in the world. So I think where we are supposed to go is back to Isla Providencia. And I'm a little curious about where that last Incan artifact is, but we can deal with that whenever. Let me while we're on the loading screen anyway, let me take a quick double check of the thing I had open that was supposed to tell me how to do this last little piece of adventuring. Somewhere on Isla Providencia. Elite Fire Barrel Storage 502-44. Okay, so where are we now? We are at 502-44. Oh. Seems like any place we go around here is going to be 502-44. So, well, shit. Monetary gain low, monetary gain low. I mean, there's a big, wide place to explore. Monetary gain low. Maybe I can get a little bit more of a clue, because this is where I thought the chest was gonna be. Oh, but I probably need a map for it. Does look like it's on the beach. It's kind of... Let me check. I'm sorry, I'm trying to look at two windows at once here. It's not really that... Can't tell what the heck I'm supposed to be looking at on this map. Little islands floating out there, and okay, well I need to be... It's down in here is where it is. Okay, now I can see why it wasn't making a whole lot of sense to me. It's actually down here, so I have to make my way all the way back here. Well, crap. Alright. Well, you know what I'm going to do now is I'm going to call it a video, try my best to get to where it's at, and pick things up when I'm there. So you don't have to see me just trotting around all over Isla Providencia. And just in case I get there and can't find it because there's something else supposed to do first. But hopefully, when we come back, I will have that plan. You might have to watch me trounce my way back to the ship. But I guess we'll start doing Assassin's missions after that, because although I believe this game is like in the classic Grand Theft Auto tradition, you can keep playing and doing side quests after you finish the main story. I would kind of think it would make sense to finish the main story and be done with the LP. So tune in next time for the completion of our ultimate elite ship upgrade. And by ultimate, I mean last, not best. But basically, it's just the completion of the ship upgrades. Ta-ta for now.